What are you looking for in a new smart TV? 4K picture quality? High quality and immersive sound? A sleek design? All of those are givens, but only the new Roku Pro Series has all of those and the Roku streaming experience, an award-winning OS. Get fast, easy access to all your apps like iHeart, where you can stream all your favorite music, radio, and podcasts all day, and regular all-inclusive trips to Roku City. The new Roku Pro Series, a smart TV built by the streaming pros.
We've all done it. You see a headline but don't have time to read the whole story, or there's so much news you're not sure what is worth your time. I'm Colby Ekowitz, co-host of Post Reports, the weekday afternoon podcast from The Washington Post. Post Reports brings you what's relevant and revealing. Breaking stories, politics, wellness, culture. Each episode goes beyond a headline for the context you need. Find Post Reports now, wherever you're listening.
For some of us, personal finances aren't just personal. They include a lot more people than ourselves. Loved ones, neighbors, the communities we call home, and the causes we hold in our hearts. At Thrivent, we help plan your financial picture with the bigger picture in mind. Because even though our business is helping guide your finances, our ambition is to make it mean so much more. Thrivent, where money means more. Connect with us at Thrivent.com.
Desi, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Hi, thanks for holding. Sorry about that.
Okay.
What's going on?
Well, here's the thing. I'm not ashamed to admit it. I've been really into older men. Okay? And I don't know, there's just something about like their confidence, their stability, I don't know, the way that they actually plan dates, instead of like texting me late night and just being like, you up? So when I started dating my boyfriend, who is actually this like ridiculously successful 42-year-old, he's charming, he's really generous, he absolutely adores me. I basically hit the jackpot. He wines and dines me, he spoils me, he tells me how lucky he is to have me. But then here's the thing, there's one problem. He still wears boxer briefs. And like, when I say boxer briefs, I mean like not the cool kind. I'm talking like the really stretched out, like probably from a multi-pack kind. Like They look like tidy whitey type underwear, right? And so every time I see them, I feel like I'm dating someone who's just like this like suburban dad or something who just mowed the lawn. I don't know. Like, I feel like it shouldn't bother me this much, but like I get flashbacks of it in my head as the days go on in the week. I just don't know what to do. And I've been dropping hints, I'm saying like, hey, like you should really check out these types of underwear. Like this style's really cool. I even gave him a pair of something so much better, but he doesn't wear them. He's like loyal to these like tragic midlife crisis underwear. And I don't know. Now I'm like having to ask myself, can I look past this and live in luxury? Or am I truly this shallow?
May I jump in first?
Sure. You're an expert on the undies.
I am, and I'm going through this right now, actually. I have underwear that I've worn for a long time. It's all stretched out, and it's all... But I use my underwear, like I know when I'm going to wear it for certain parts of the day. Like, like I have my routine, right? So like when I sleep in my underwear, I get up and I go in the hot tub cold plunge in that pair of underwear. So in the middle of the day, when I change underwear, I'm looking for my beat up underwear because I'm only going to wear it overnight. Does that make sense? So I know and I love my underwear. And my wife, when she starts seeing it like torn up a little bit, she throws it away and it kills me. It's like, I'm like, where's my like comfort underwear? Like I have certain underwear that's comfort. Now, Desi, I say this to you because I want to be like Kyle right now and say you're looking at it all wrong. At least it's just within you and him. He's not wearing like sandals with black socks out in public.
True.
At least it's not something out in public. It's within yourself in the bedroom. It's only you and him.
That's true.
Like something terrible, like whatever is a horrible fashion trend. What's a horrible fashion trend right now? You would hate to see your like checkered striped shirt, checkered shorts, and black socks and sandals. You'd be like, whoa.
Sure, but like this is like how am I supposed to get in the mood when I see those types of underwear?
I feel like John Jay just gave you the answer, and I don't think you realized you did. You said your wife, when they get old and dingy, just throws them away. So that's what I recommend for you, Desi. Just throw them away.
And what
weird. I don't know where those went. You should get those ones that I gave you. They're so hot.
So let me tell you how right you are. Because what happens is when I'm going to put my underwear on, I'm like, where's that underwear? Where's my underwear? Oh, it's probably not clean yet. And I just put on another pair of underwear. And then it was like weeks. And finally I go, she threw those away. And now I haven't talked to her about it. I haven't talked to her about it, but now as I'm telling you this story, right before I was telling you my story, I realized she's throwing them away.
Yeah,
they're gone.
sure.
Every Christmas, I buy myself about 20 new pair. And then the other ones, they get tossed because they got about a year's worth of life in them. So you got to find the pair that he's like, these are really good. These are really comfortable. You buy 10, 20 pair, you're set. Everything else goes away.
I'm going to buy a pair right now. I need new underwear. So anyway, fun conversation, Desi. You got a great guy. So what if he has ugly underwear?
Yeah. I'm gonna. You know what? I'm gonna take your advice. I'm just gonna throw them out.
Yeah.
It's really smart.
Toss them. Replace
Throw
the
it
stash.
out, look
Yeah.
past it, and you live in luxury, girl. You deserve it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a great day. Bye.
You too. Bye.
Ever since I was a kid, and why was it timeless? We timeless now.
104.7 KISS FM. John, Jay, and Rich. Good morning, Erica.
Good morning.
What's going on? Thanks for holding.
So, my boyfriend, now my ex-boyfriend, broke up with me last night because I cut my hair short.
Oh.
How dare he?
Yeah. Apparently, he didn't want people to think I was gay.
What?
Yeah. I mean, I wish I was joking, but apparently my hairstyle was too much for his fragile masculinity to handle. And instead of dealing with it like a normal person, he decided to just end the relationship very abruptly.
That's insane. Like, how short did you cut it? What does it look like?
I mean, it's in between a bob and a pixie cut.
Cute.
Oh, I'm thinking like Amber Rose. Like, did you shave your head?
Right, like, are you bald? Yeah,
Yeah.
that actually looks super cute.
Yeah.
Like, if it's envisioning what I'm envisioning, but
Yeah, like bob. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like, I call it like my 2014 Jack White haircut. I don't know.
Okay. I can see
it
that.
looks kind of rock and roll.
Yeah.
It does look kind of rock and roll, but I mean, I just don't understand how my haircut is a reflection of his identity.
Right.
And,
It should not
I just
be.
think it shouldn't be, absolutely. And I just think the whole thing is so ridiculous. I don't even know whether to be upset or relieved. I'm just kind of in shock right now.
I would say
mean,
relieved because honestly, like there was probably other issues for him to make that be what ended the relationship. So he's probably like hiding his feelings from you, which doesn't really bode well for a long-term relationship.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I should be relieved, and knowing now as opposed to later on that something so minor as my hair,
Yeah.
could be a deal breaker for him.
Well, you said something, and then you said something else, and I'm misunderstanding. So I want to know if you can clear it up for me. You say he didn't like your haircut because he thinks it makes you look gay?
Yeah, he thinks I look really like I'm into chicks or that I don't know.
But
That's
then
what
you
it
said,
describes.
what does your haircut have to do with his identity? That's why I thought maybe he thought you didn't want to get a short haircut because people think he was gay from far away.
Oh, yeah.
But you said his identity, so I didn't know what you were talking about.
That's a good question.
Right?
Well, yeah, I guess he doesn't want people to think that he was gay.
Well, what did he tell
right?
you? Did he tell you he was gay or that you were gay?
Well, he said that he did say that he didn't want people to think that he was gay because now he thinks that I look like I'm not feminine enough.
So a little bit of
like,
both.
Yeah, a little bit of both.
Okay.
Now, I will say, I would hope that if my wife was going to cut off all her hair, we would have a conversation about it.
That's what I was going to ask. Did you let him know? Because, I mean, obviously that is wrong. Like, you cutting your hair should not be the reason that, your man leaves you. But did you tell him? Did he feel caught off guard or anything like that?
I mean, he knew I was going to get a haircut. I didn't tell him that I was going, super short.
He should have understood because I think girls don't say haircut. Girls go I'm going to get my hair done. Yeah. I'm going to get a haircut. He should be like, whoa. Haircut.
Was
And
it
I mean,
long
part-
and luxurious before, and maybe that was a big part of why he was into you?
It was, but it was damaged. I mean, part of the reason I went shorter than I originally anticipated was I want to change, but I really needed to hack off several inches to get my hair healthy,
Did you just walk away from the phone to go comb your hair? Is that what just happened there?
No.
No, I just, I'm sorry, I'm kind of like dread pacing. I don't know if you do that.
Okay, dread pacing. Totally, I do that all the time, every day.
Yeah, I don't know. It's something that I do. But yeah, I mean, I just had to cut off probably at least like 4 more inches than I anticipated doing. But I flipping love it. And I just think he's such a jerk. I honestly, I mean, like I said, I'm in shock, but I do kind of feel like, you know what, good riddance, dude. Just,
I think we should take a poll. I wonder if there's situations like this where it worked out, or if did guys break up with you because you cut your hair? Did women break up with guys because they didn't like their haircut? Especially like if you're married, like, like if my wife just shaved off her head. Shaved her head, cut off her head, and she's lining up blood everywhere, headless.
We should talk about that.
Oh my God, you should tell me that. No, but if she shaved her head, I would hope there'd be a conversation about it. If she just did it without talking to me, I don't know how I'd feel. Which is weird. I'm just being honest with my feelings. I don't know how I'd feel.
I was thinking the same thing. It's like that would be a tough one. I don't think you'd break up, but you'd be like, oh, is that going to grow back? Is this our new thing? Like, well, you'd at least have thoughts about it. You couldn't just be like, it's fine. You'd have thoughts. You'd have feelings.
I think it also depends on where you are in the relationship. If you're just dating, like right now, you can be like, screw you, dude, I'm out of here. But like, I don't think I would shave my head before talking to my wife. And if I did shave my head, it would grow back really fast. You know what I mean? Like with girls, it's a whole different program. You got long hair, and then you shave it off.
It still grows back.
Does it though?
It does. It's just hair. It is just hair.
It is just hair. You're right. But I kind of get it.
Because sometimes it can change a total look of a person, and then it's like you're dating someone else. Who is this stranger?
But that's like the beauty of like being a woman, especially for me, because I can wear my hair straight, and I'm a different person. Curly, different person. Braids, different person. Hello.
Erica, thank you for calling in.
Thank you so much.
877-937-1047. If someone's broken up with you because of a haircut, or you broke up with someone because they cut your hair off, we want to know. Or a different version of that. Whatever hits you, call us at 877-937-1047.
My baby born a Birkin.
John T. and Rich, Ariel has a great question. And I believe that Rich might be the only person qualified. Maybe not. I don't know. Let's see. Maybe we'll learn some new things about people on the show. Ariel, good morning.
Good morning.
What was your question?
So my question is, I want to know what people's stance is. So I'm divorced, and my son is 7. He has beautiful hair, and I like to keep it long. He's also a hockey player, so he's got kind of like a mullet going on, and he pulls it off great. But my ex-husband called me a couple weeks ago, and he's done this before where he didn't ask me, where my son had really long hair, and he buzzed the whole thing off. And I was livid, just furious, because I feel like people's hair have a lot to do with like their personality, and my son loves his hair too. But I wanted to know what people's stance was on like an ex cutting a child's hair without telling you. Because I feel like it's not okay.
I've done it. I've done it with
You've done it?
With my youngest son, yeah, because, he was 7, 8, 9 at the time, and I'd take him to the barber where he would want it longer. I'm like, well, you don't really need to decide that. And it looks better.
Okay, but you're saying, but you didn't run it by the ex.
I did not run it by the ex, but now what's happened is now my son's a freshman, and he would like it to be a little longer, and his mom takes him to go get his hair cut, and it's always longer than I would personally like it, but I don't feel like having that fight. So I just don't have the fight. I don't want to cause no trouble over something like that. So
how old is your son?
He's 7.
7. And you say he likes his hair like that? You don't like, is there any part of you that thinks maybe he went to dad and was like, I think maybe I want a new look, but I know mom likes it long and I don't want to hurt her feelings?
No, so his dad did that when we first got divorced when he was like 3 or 4, and my son didn't have any opinion on it at that point. I was furious, but my son didn't care. But a couple weeks ago, my ex called me, and I'm glad he knows now to ask, but he was mad at me. So my son told him he didn't want his haircut. He wanted the mullet still, and I was so happy. But
he
so
cut it
he has
anyway.
an opinion on it now. No, he didn't.
Oh.
He didn't. But he said, well, you need to respect well, I want to sometimes, and like, I'm just going to do it one of these days. And I'm like, well, our son doesn't want it cut. So as long as my son doesn't want it cut, I don't want it cut.
Mm-hmm.
But
that could be like a really traumatic thing. Like if you don't want your hair cut a certain way and your parents like, nope, that's what's happening.
Yeah, that would make me so mad. The only thing that I would be like, okay, maybe that'd be okay is if his hair like wasn't taken care of and it just looked like a rat's nest up there. You know, then if I was the other parent, I'd be like, okay, we need to cut this off and start fresh. But if he likes it and his hair is well maintained, I think that's absolutely wrong. I would be so mad.
Right.
It's sad when they use their kids as weapons.
Yeah, because that's what it seems like, and it's just going to like cause lasting scars.
Yeah.
We're pretty good at not doing that, but I guess what it was is, so he's remarried and he has a stepbrother that is just a month older than him, and he buzzed his head, and so my ex was like, I want them to look like twins, and asked my son if he wanted to buzz his head, and my son's like, no, I don't want to buzz my head. But I'm worried he's going to come home one of these days, and he's just going to have a buzzed head, and there's absolutely nothing.
It grows back fast for boys.
I know.
Let me tell you the worst. You want to know the worst? Is when your mom, and this happened to me, my mom went to beauty school. And then she used my head and my hair as the practice.
All different colors.
It's terrible. One day I had to go to school with a perm. Another time my hair was dyed and it went wrong.
You're like the real life Bratz doll that we all used to have when we were kids.
It was terrible. The Marinello School of Beauty.
There's photographic evidence of that perm, which I've seen.
It's terrible.
It's amazing.
All right, Ariel, thanks for calling in and have a wonderful day. Thanks for listening. Bye.
Thank you. Love you guys.
Hello, iHeart listener. We have a confession to make. Both iHeart and this commercial you're listening to right now would probably sound a heck of a lot better on the new Roku Pro Series TV. It's got side-firing speakers that fill your room with sound, Dolby Atmos audio that puts you right in the middle of the entertainment, and the ability to pair seamlessly with your home theater sound systems that already have surround sound and booming bass. If all that sounds too good to be true, it'll sound even better on the new Roku Pro Series. Your hearing isn't better, your TV is.
There's an efficient way to get caught up on a lot of news. It's called The Seven from The Washington Post. It's a newsletter and podcast. Whether you're reading or hit play, you get 7 stories you need to know, and you can consume it all in just a few minutes. The Seven is out every weekday morning by 7 a.m. Eastern. I'm Hannah Jewell. I'm one of the writers, and I host the show. Find The Seven podcast wherever you're listening. The newsletter link is waiting for you in the show notes.
For some of us, personal finances aren't just personal. They include a lot more people than ourselves. Loved ones, neighbors, the communities we call home, and the causes we hold in our hearts. At Thrivent, we help plan your financial picture with the bigger picture in mind. Because even though our business is helping guide your finances, our ambition is to make it mean so much more. Thrivent, where money means more. Connect with us at Thrivent.com.